Since I went to the island in the winter, the mute swans were in large groups and near open bodies of water. Mute swans are an invasive species that come from Europe. They were brought to North America in the 1800s to decorate zoos, parks, and large estates. They are now very abundant in Lake Ontario. Swans will dunk their head underwater and stretch their necks to feed on aquatic vegetation on the floor of the lake. They also feed on small fish and frogs. As you can see, some of the swans are flipping themselves upside down to stick their head underwater. There are only 7 species of swans in the world, the mute swan being the most common one. They are a very elegant creature that has a wingspan of up to 2.4 meters and can be as long as 1.7 meters with their lengthy neck that is used to forage food. Swans are a very large creature, so they naturally have very few predators. These predators include wolves, foxes, and raccoons, who prey on swans or their eggs. Swans are illegal to hunt in most of Canada, even though mute swans are invasive. Many people believe that mute swans should be able to be hunted since they are a threat to many ecosystems. Canadian geese are very abundant in the Toronto Islands, and you can hear them honk and see them fly and feed almost everywhere there. They are usually there in the summer and not in the winter, but this winter was quite warm, so it's no surprise that they are still here. Canadian geese eat grains and graze grass. They will occasionally eat small fish and insects too. You can spot large gaggles of geese feeding throughout the Toronto Islands. Canadian geese have a wingspan of up to 1.8 meters and can be as long as 1.1 meters. They can live as long as 24 years and weigh up to 20 pounds. They have their long necks so they can tip over into the water and look for food. These geese are rarely attacked, but can be preyed on by wolves, coyotes, owls, and falcons. They are also very popular to hunt as they are known as game birds. Canadian geese migrate and stay in flock all year except for when they are resting. A flock can fly 1,500 miles within 24 hours. They usually prefer to travel slower though. When Canadian geese are flying, they are known flying in a V-shaped formation. There are many reasons for this. It reduces wind resistance, which makes them conserve more energy when flying. When in the formation, every bird will fly a bit lower than the bird behind them, which ultimately results in less wind resistance. The geese also take shifts flying in the front, and when they get tired, they go back to the formation again. The V formation also helps with coordination and communication of the flock. This is the reason why fighter jets also fly in this formation. A Canadian goose can have up to 25,000 feathers on its body. They have their down, which are feathers that are short and fluffy. These feathers' purposes are to keep the bird warm. They also have feathers that help them fly, give them their distinct appearance, and to get rid of water. These geese can survive in sub-zero climates by fluffing their feathers, creating insulation with air and feathers to keep them warm. This is why many jackets are stuffed with feathers today. I was greeted by a whole raft of mallard ducks as I went to the Toronto Islands. You cannot look at Lake Ontario without seeing at least one duck swimming in the distance. A mallard duck's diet consists of grains, seeds, the stems and roots of some plants, and occasionally mosquitoes. A mallard duck can have a wingspan of up to 1 meter and can be as long as 65 centimeters. They weigh up to 2.2 pounds and can fly as fast as 40 miles per hour. They can also live up to 26 years. Mallard ducks have numerous predators including raccoons, turtles, eagles, and even some fish. There are 13 species of ducks in the world. The mallard is the most common. Mallard ducks adapt to different environments very well. They can even be found resting in backyards and other urban areas. Male mallards are often very colorful for mating reasons. The color indicates their physical strength and reproductive health to females.